And today we are just going to deep dive into getting arrest records. And no, I don't want you to get arrested, but I'm going to give you a valuable resource today to find motivated sellers that honestly, most people actually avoid this. You see, I found out this technique actually a long time ago by accident. I actually dealt with a gentleman that was being arrested that needed to get his house taken care of. And after I saw what a great deal he gave me, and I looked at like 2 or 3 other people I dealt with, why not, guys? Do you think arrested people are any different than you and me? So, guys, good people get arrested, good people do dumb things, and good people get put in situations where they actually need help. And if you truly want to be a wholesaler, you have to dig. I mean, really dig to find motivated lists, motivated sellers, so you can get the best wholesale deals. In fact, we're all talking about like realtors and they're getting their commission stripped from the buyer's agent. The reality is it's not enough servicing. They're going to have to learn how to prospect. The really cool thing as a wholesaler is that's all you do is learn how to prospect. It is your number one skill set to market to motivated sellers. So what I want you to do is look at the arrest records. If you want to do them or not, have an unbiased opinion, set your ego aside. Remember, we're not here to judge people on why they contacted us. We just want to create the best win-win situation we possibly can. And that's why I like to do arrest records. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, well, what are we really looking for? I'm going to tell you the exact type of arrest records you're looking for and the ones you really absolutely want to avoid. So arrest records, it's actually, I can't make this video any simpler than I can right now. So number one, how do we pull the arrest records? Thought about doing a screen share and everything with you, but like this is so simplified. I'm going to make this like super, super simple. The best way is first, I always start off with my local sheriff's office. Now, most sheriffs are delegated at the county level. So like I'm in Martin County, I would look up Martin County sheriffs. If you don't believe me, you can Google it and you can pull up. And what you're looking for is recent arrest records. Now, remember, they don't have to be an inmate to be arrested. So what you're looking for are the most recent bookings. Now, you're going to have to sort through some crap, okay? And it's actually quite interesting what people get arrested for. So if you love to see what's going on in the community, this is actually a great way to start with it. So first thing, go to your county sheriff or your city police website. Actually, I'm going to see if I can pull mine up and just to kind of show you guys, Martin, let's see. They're all a little bit different, but like you kind of get the gist. Okay, let's see if we can share the screen here. Let's see, present. So guys, this is your typical sheriff's office. And if you look down here, you can look at all sorts of ways. Some call it public's request, corrections, resources. And what a lot of times do is I have to call and find out. And it'll actually give you steps on how to do everything. Now, let me see here. I pulled it up before. Let me hop off this screen for 1 second. Let's see. Oh boy, they have everything. So you can look up corrections. Okay. So let me show you what I'm looking at. Present, share screen. So basically what I did is I went and pulled up recent bookings and you can just start clicking right there. And now you do have to go through each and every one of them to take a look and see what they're up for. And some of these have attachments. You just got to navigate through your website. So I'm just going to click the first one here, arrest affidavit, and then you can actually read it. So some of them actually categorize it, and then you go through. So this one right here, let's see what the offense is. So this is for a warrant, which a warrant means you're probably going to jail and you're going to have to post a bond. So what I'm going to do is look up. So what we are looking for the arrestee, and I also going to look up an address. Now, keep in mind, this person got arrested in Martin County, but it looks like they have a Palm Beach address. So what you have to do now is cross-reference either Martin County records or the Palm Beach County property appraisers records. And from that, you should be able to look up and see if there's any type of links. Now, I say search the most recent arrest, but the word you're really looking for is bookings. Everybody gets booked. Not everybody gets detained. So I'm not a cop. I do understand the legal system. Some people get arrested and they post bond, or some of them, it's a minor charge and they get let go, or some have to sit in the county jail. And a county jail is just a temporary holding cell for people that didn't make bail or whatever they have to do. Now, here's the most common types. I'm going to tell you right now. You're looking for DUIs. That's going to be 80% of them. The next one's going to be battery. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Some of these people hurt other people. Typically, it's domestic battery is the most second common one I see. And the third one is theft. A lot of it is petty theft, but honestly, people writing bad checks, stuff like that. I'm not here to get into the weeds of it, but here's what happens on all three of these types of felonies that are on your screen. Once they start getting arrested 2 and 3 times, they're going to wind up doing significant jail time. And significant jail time means they get taken away from a house if they own it. And a lot of these people lack trust for kind of obvious reasons because they're doing illegal activities and they don't really have anyone to depend on to take care of the house while they're in jail. And that's where you and me guys come into it. That's where it's absolutely perfect. And I'm telling you, the average person that goes away by the second and third time, they're doing usually 3 to 5 years for any of these three above here. If you a constant repeat offender, then the law keeps imposing stiffer penalties on you. And that's how it should be. But keep in mind, guys, if someone's first DUI, they're probably not, they might go to jail overnight. They have a small bond to post. But when they keep doing it over and over, by the time you get your third DUI, you're looking at 3 to 5 years. The first one's supposed to scare you. The second one, you're going to do a light amount of jail time. And by the third time, you're doing a lot of jail time. So this is the order of which I get most of them in. Have I taken other ones? Yeah, but for the most part, I'm looking for a felony who's someone who is an habitual offender of the exact same thing over and over. Why? Because the judges become less and less lenient with these people. And that's why arrest records are actually really cool. Very few people actually comb through these. Mostly bail bondsmen comb through them. And by the way, bail bondsmen is an excellent, excellent avenue to find motivated sellers. Basically, they're motivated insurance men that want to get their premiums back when someone screwed up or violated their parole. So once you cross-reference the person that is arrested and you find if they own property in that county, then this is what I do. So after you do that, I'm going to go over the property appraiser site. Sometimes you do have to look at multiple counties and you have to keep that in mind. And the golden rule, guys, the golden rule, we're looking for multiple felony offenses. Now, say you find your list. These lists, by the way, you're not going to get hundreds of leads from them. You might get 20 to 40 or 50, depending on what size county you're in. And that's a good, healthy one. Some of you guys in small towns, it might be like 5 or 7 because the population's only so big and they can only arrest so many people. But that's okay if they do that because that's the name of the game. And maybe you're the only wholesaler in town reaching out to these people. Guys, this works. I found it by accident. Now, once you have your arrest records and you've cross-referenced to them, your next step is to figure out your method to reach out and contact your arrest prospects. I call them prospects. They're not even a lead. You have no idea if they're even going to work out yet. So, in my opinion, the absolute best way to get in contact with these people is direct contact. And in my opinion, there's 2 very, very good ways. And then I'm going to give you 2 other options that you can create. So let me put the one in here. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Okay, I got it. So the quickest way to get a hold of everyone's going to be a cold call, guys. Cold calling is king in this. All you have to do is once you get the property owner's information, you just have to skip trace that data. You choose which service you want to use and you just call them. And honestly, the simpler and more direct you are with them, the better off you are. They are not looking for a big sales pitch. Honestly, all I do is say to them, listen, do you have interest in selling your house? I drove by. It seems like a good house that we'd like to add to our collection. And it's simple as that. I do not talk about their arrest records. I don't do anything. Now, I will tell you, texting is extremely powerful because this is how most of these people are going to communicate. And do not overlook a good SMS text blast on this. Now, the good news is these isn't a ton of leads. You don't need a triple line dialer. You just need your cell phone and you can easily do the SMS texting through your Google Voice, or you could just do the cold calling through your regular Google Voice and use that. So the level of sophistication in this campaign is very simple. Here's the key, guys. You just got to do it. Some of you are looking for free ways to get leads for motivated sellers for your wholesaling operation. And if you're short on leads and you're not working the arrest records, then I have to ask you, are you doing absolutely everything you humanly possibly can to do it? The answer is obviously no. So listen, if you're short, do the arrest records. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's very simple. It's not hard. And you know what? You might get an extra 500 to 700 leads in a calendar year. And you know what? I got to think there's 2 or 3 deals in there somewhere. Now, here's the cool part. If you go, hey, listen, Rick, this guy gives me the creeps. I don't want to do business with him. He's freaking me out. That's fine. In wholesaling, you choose who you want to work with. Now, I've never gotten enough deals where I just tell people no because I don't want to deal with them. The only people I get rid out of my life are the scam artists, the 100% liars, and the people that just fake everything. And you will have some of that in this. But the reality is, guys, drama, it equals money. I'm sorry. The one thing you are going to get with your arrest records campaign, you're going to get a lot of drama with it. And there's no way around it because keep in mind, you have a captivated audience and you've got to understand that to make it work, they're trying to get your attention. And I've had these people go on like really long rampages, but like, don't worry about it. Okay. Drama equals money. If you can fix drama means other people have problems. The thing is, you just don't get caught up in that drama personally at all. It's all on you. Okay. But you will have drama. You're going to get a lot of the life stories, but remember the rules on dealing with a motivated seller. As long as you're safe and you're in a safe environment and you can engage them to build your rapport building skills and get an amazing conversation, that is the element of how we get great wholesale deals. Why would it be any different for like an arrest record? There's absolutely no difference at all. And guys, you can't just get through this without talking to them. And those of you that want to talk to them via text, you have to switch them to a phone call because a lot of inmates, a lot of bookings, they like to text a lot because it's very discreet and they don't have to deal with humans. So you have to be different. You're actually going to have to step up and get their consent if they want to sell the house. If they are, then great. Just be flexible with them and help them out with absolutely everything you can. So once again, the best way is always going to be cold calling and doing text, in my opinion. Now, if you want to add 2 more services to that, if you don't do that, you can always do direct mail, but you don't have as much time because some of these people are going away for years in less than like a month or 2. So there's really not enough volume. Now you can mix it in your regular direct mail mix, but I'm just telling you, you need a little bit more speed. That's why I prefer cold calling and texting. Or the third one is reverse driving for dollars. And I'm going to give you a caveat on it. You ladies out there, I know some of you guys are a lot tougher than the guys. Don't do anything you don't feel safe doing. So this is not a requirement, but if you can get direct contact with either the phone, a text, or like a reverse driving for dollars, and you feel safe and secure, then go for it. If you're a lady and you're uncomfortable doing this, either don't do it or bring a gentleman with you. And who knows, you get somebody to like help you beat on all the doors and knock on them. And remember, reverse driving for dollars, you can just put a note on the door. So you can get in and out, but I'd rather have somebody watching you or have your husband go out and stick it on the door instead of you. And you just do the logistics of it. Because let's face it, you ladies are much more organized than the average men, and it works out well with that. So remember, guys, drama equals money. So anybody who wants to go through the arrest records, it is simple. It does not take a ton of training. If you want to learn more on how to do this technique, or you want like an additional video, then I want you to go right here, freewholesaling.com. Me and my son have created a 100% free course. And honestly, if you are brand new to wholesaling or you're frustrated and you bought a course from someone else and it didn't get you anywhere, I got good news for you. I'm going to give my 21 years experience. My son's going to give away his 7 years experience. We created this course over 3.5 years ago, and we're the only teachers in the wholesale space that actually give all our content away for free. That's right. Yes, I do have a Flip with Rick program, and I show people how to get in that for free. But I want everybody to go to freewholesaling.com. Number one, I want you to get started. If there's a 90%, 95% failure rate in the wholesaling industry, then why would I take everyone's money when only 5 to 10% are going to take the action? So me and Zach flipped it on its head. We're not a guru. We don't like teach like they do. We actually do this business. And I want to find the people that are watching right here. Go to freewholesaling.com. The only thing you're going to do is exchange your email and you get complete transparency on our course. Listen, every guru downloads our course. They take our information. We're the only ones that show everything up front without charging you a penny. And I challenge anyone else out there to do it, because we need to be helping people out instead of just like collecting these giant course fees and then still having them come over to freewholesaling.com to figure it out. My goal is not only to get you your first deal, but easily to make your first $100,000, guys. I love wholesaling. I am like the biggest advocate of wholesaling, and anybody who participates in wholesaling, I feel for you, because this is a tough business, but it is a absolutely rewarding and fun business. And if you want to change your life and your trajectory and you're interested in wholesaling, go to freewholesaling.com. I'm telling you, it will help you out a ton.